Hello, my third grade authors. Welcome to writing. We are continuing to work on personal narratives, which I think you all prefer to think of as small moments, which are the same thing. And every day, I'd like to start out by reminding everybody the difference between a small moment and a story. And a story is a whole big, humongous story with lots and lots of events in it. And our small moment is when we take that story and we just pick out one little thing from it. And we pick out that one little thing and we tell it with lots and lots of detail. And we tell it with so much detail that the reader, whoever that is, can really picture it in their head and almost get the feeling like they were there too. The other thing we talk about is all authors get their best ideas from the experiences they have in their life. And in this case, since our stories are true and about our lives, we have to get our ideas from our lives. So we've written about emotions that have helped us come up with ideas from our lives, and we've talked about places that have helped us come up with ideas from our lives. But today, we are going to talk about people, okay? Because we do amazing things with all the amazing people in our lives, and that can help us as well come up with great ideas to write about. So, in my writing notebook, of course, I'm going to start out with the date, and I'm going to brainstorm a list of people in my life, important people, and just think about some of the really cool things I've done with them. And I'm not thinking about stories, okay? Like, I don't want to say something like, when my family, all of us, went to the Bahamas, because that would be much too big. But I could say something like, I could say when my uh, wife and son could be the people, and we could say it could be, instead of saying when we went to the Bahamas, we could say when we had a very special dinner in the Bahamas. One night in the Bahamas, we had like this amazing dinner that we will never, ever forget. So that could be one, okay? And another one could be, my son. And of course, we've done a lot of things together. But one really cool event was when he got his iPhone. Helpful if I put a space. Uh, iPhone. It was pretty cool because he wanted one for a really long time, and we made him wait until he was a teenager. And yeah, we made him wait, and he finally got it, and he was really, really happy, and it was fun to give to him. It was fun to watch. Um, you know, Mrs. Friel. Of course, Mrs. Friel and I have done lots and lots of things together. We go to all kinds of concerts and shows. That was, of course, before a pandemic. But just something, not huge, but even recently, Mrs. Friel needed a new car. So just recently, I could write about buying Mrs. Friel's new car. And something else that happened not that long ago was with um, my cousins. Um, their names are Ricky and David. And this was just when the pandemic was just getting a little bit better. We hadn't seen anybody for a really, really long time. And we decided that we would, we ate dinner outside and socially distanced with my cousins. And it had been a really long time since we had seen anybody because we were quarantined and we were being very, very safe. We take the pandemic very seriously, as I can tell you guys do too. So we were being very safe, and just getting to see our cousins was really super special. Just excellent time. And normally it wouldn't have been such a big deal, but because we had been quarantined for so long and we hadn't seen anybody, it was really, really fun. So, um, this is going to be the one I will start a small moment on. And this is kind of what you're going to be doing today. So, I always like to start with where we were, time of year it was, the weather was like. So, one warm, sunny afternoon at our house. Uh, we invited our cousins, Ricky and David, to come over for dinner. This may seem like a regular event, but it was not. This was during the COVID-19 pandemic, and things were just starting to improve. We were we wanted to see friends or family so badly, since we had not seen anyone in such a long time. We decided we could invite them over and have dinner in our backyard and keep a safe distance from each other. And backyard is a compound word. They came over at 6 o'clock, and they offered to bring dinner. We were even more excited not to cook. They asked us what kind of Chinese food we would like. So we all put in our orders. Before you knew it, they arrived with fresh, hot, steaming food. It smelled so good before we even saw it. We set up our table back with pears and started our dinner. We could not even begin to eat, though, because we had so much to talk about since we had not seen each other so long because of the pandemic. So I am going to stop there, but I would certainly keep going. I would probably talk about some of our conversation. I would talk about our food, what each of us ordered. I would talk about where we sat. I would probably talk about Maggie enjoying the company, our dog. I would probably talk about that we kept our mask on when we weren't eating. And I would probably talk about how sad it was when we said goodbye, but we were happy that we got together and we promised we would do it again soon. So, just to review, I'll go back up. We are going to use our writing notebooks and we're going to brainstorm ideas for small moments. And our brainstorm today is going to be thinking of people, important people that we've done things with. So I said my wife and son, when we had a very special dinner in the Bahamas, was a good small moment. I said that saying my wife and son, our trip to the Bahamas wouldn't be a good one. That would be a story. But specifically, our special dinner we had there, that would be a small moment. My son, when he got his iPhone, which was his first phone that he'd been waiting for a very long time, I said that just recently, Mrs. Friel, she needed a new car, and we purchased that. So that was a small moment, just the purchase of the car. And finally, I chose our cousins, and it was kind of a special dinner, even though it was just a regular takeout dinner, but because of the pandemic, it was really cool. So again, you're going to think of people and the special small moments you've had with them, and then you're going to pick one and start writing about that in your writing notebook. Okay? And I'll be sure to check that out after you're done writing it. Okay? So have fun. Don't stress. No need to stress about writing. Let the words flow from your hands, from your brains, down your arms, into your hands, onto the paper. Picture what was happening in your head. Use your senses. Think about what you saw, what you felt, what you heard, what you tasted. Okay? Think about who was there, what was there, why you were there, when you were there, how you got there. Think about all those questions and add as much detail as possible. Okay? So have fun with your writing notebook entry.